Hello, first graders! Welcome to the next story in your Readers Writers Workshop book. Please go ahead and pause the video and go find your red Readers Writers Workshop book. All right, my friends, we are turning to page 38. Go ahead and pause the video until you've turned to page 38. Because we are going to be reading a story called A Team of Fish. That looks cool. Today in this story, our essential question is going to be, how do animals help each other? We have been learning a lot about animals through your informational writing. We've been learning about hippos and praying mantises and wolves and seahorses. Also, in science, we've been learning about how animals can camouflage. We've also been learning about the structure and function of animals. What are their body parts and what do their body parts do? We've been learning about how adult animals help their babies in science. So we actually know a whole lot about animals and the different things that they can do. So today we're going to be learning about how animals can actually help each other. So maybe they work as a team, like this team of fish. Fish swim in lakes and creeks. Fish swim in deep blue seas or oceans. Let's dive into the water. Let's look at fish. Fish can swim alone. Fish can swim with a partner. Fish can swim in a bunch too. A bunch of fish is called a school. Have you ever heard that before? A school of fish. So fish are interesting because they can either hang out by themselves, they can hang out with a partner or one other fish, or they can hang out in a big group. A school has lots of fish. They are a team. The fish help each other. They look for food together. So you can see, I always love this when there's a picture inside of a picture. So it's zoomed in for us to see. And we can see the caption here at the bottom says, "These catfish eat together for safety." So instead of being by yourself and eating, you eat with a big group and you're all bunched together. That way, no predators can come and just grab you because there's so many fish. They do it as a team. Fish eat lots of things. Some fish eat small animals. Some fish eat other fish. Ooh, look at all these fish. It can be unsafe to swim alone. What is the chief reason? So what's the main reason that it could be unsafe to swim alone? Danger! A fish can get snapped up because they might be someone else's meal. But a fish can hide in a school. Oh, so that might be one way that they help each other, is if they hide together, then they will be safer from danger or safer from a predator coming. Fish in a school have a neat trick. Ooh. The fish swim close together. Big fish will not mess with them because they look like one huge fish. You know what that reminds me of? I'm making a connection. Have you seen the first movie of Finding Nemo? In that movie, there's a part in the movie where there's a bunch of, they're like silvery colored fish, and they actually play charades with them where they get together into groups and they make different shapes. Like they make a bigger fish or they make an arrow and they make all different kinds of shapes. So that's kind of what all these fish do when they swim in a school, that they don't look like one little fish by themselves, that they actually get in a group And just like they did on Finding Nemo, they would make shapes. These fish look like one big, huge fish. So the predators don't come and eat it because they think it's a gigantic fish. But really, it's a bunch of little tiny fish working together. This big fish wants to eat, but it stays away. The school looks like a huge fish that may eat him. So he's looking at all of these, I believe they're angelfish with the yellow on their backs. And he would eat it if there was just one of them there. But because they're all together, they kind of trick him into thinking that they're a gigantic fish. So he's like, oh, that fish looks like it could eat me because it's so big. So he stays away. It's a very funny little trick that they play. Fish in a school keep each other safe. A school is a good place for a fish to be. So you can see in this picture, we can zoom in. This is a picture of a bunch of fish in a school trying to look like they're a big fish. And it says hundreds of barracuda fish swim in a school together. So that's how they keep those predators away. So how can fish help each other? Well, they help each other by working together, by grouping together in a school to trick their predators into thinking that they're a gigantic fish, when really they're just a bunch of little tiny fish together. You know what? That's a great idea. Teamwork. Teamwork and working together definitely helps out. This was a great story, my friends. Don't forget to go answer the 4 questions on the next slide of this activity.